It's time now for the best high school sports action from the WBCB Sports Network. Catch the best games from Bucks and Mercer County at WBCBSports.com and our Facebook page. Your home for high school sports is right here at WBCB 1490.
Good afternoon. Welcome to Pennsbury High School as we overlook Vic Napolitano Field and get you ready for some high school baseball on the WBCB Sports Network. It's an SOL crossover game as today the Pennsbury Falcons host the Pennridge Rams. Today's game on WBCB is the McCaffrey's Game of the Day. McCaffrey's Food Markets, exceptional every day. Thanks also to St. Mary Medical Center, to the Trenton Thunder, to BCWSA, the Bucks County Water and Sewer Authority, BAI Security, helping to make portions of today's game possible. Thanks to DiLorenzo's Pizza on New Falls Road, the Berg Pizza, and stay with us through the game. And when we're all done, we're going to talk to our DiLorenzo's player of the game. We've got Ben Goldstein here to conduct that interview, and our player of the game gets a gift card from DiLorenzo. So big thanks to Tyler DiLorenzo and the whole crew down the street on New Falls Road at DiLorenzo's Pizza. Thanks to Jammer Doors and Windows and to the Pennsbury Parents Baseball Club. A special thank you as right now the coaches, the umpires go over the ground rules here at Vic Napolitano Field. And for Pennsbury, a good start to this season, and they look to keep it going against a team that has struggled so far this year. The Pennridge Rams winless 0-10 so far this season under head coach Craig Witten. So Pennsbury looking to take advantage of an SOL crossover foe, and today they're going to send the freshman Keller Bradley out there for the Falcons. He gets his third start of the season, had one start down south, and then he also started the Truman game. Just a young man who's 14 years old, and really kind of remarkable to have him starting already at the varsity level and pitching very well so far for the Falcons as we welcome Gus Barber here into our pregame activities. And 14 years old, I'm certainly not ready to be pitching varsity, or I don't know what the heck I was doing at 14 years old.
Yeah, I remember playing baseball at 14. I definitely wasn't throwing 90. I could barely get up to 60 at that age.
I think I was busy eating Doritos.
Yeah, doing kid stuff, not like pitching 90 miles per hour and like striking kids out.
And Jordan, that's where Bradley can get up to. He can get up to 88, 89 consistently, and he touches that 90 degree, the low 90s. He'll get it up there every once in a while. That's really impressive, and his physical ability, no question about that. But as a 14-year-old, there's some experience that you have to pick up. And right now we rise for the playing of the national anthem, and we'll get to Jordan's comments about that in just a moment as we're getting closer to the start of today's game on WBCB. All right, ready to play ball. The Pennsbury Falcons hosting the Pennridge Rams in Suburban 1 League crossover action. And today, also special for Pennsbury, it's Alumni Day. They celebrate 75 years of Pennsbury baseball, and their mantra this year is Go the Distance. And they're looking to go the distance against this team. And Jordan, talk a little bit about the mental makeup of a youngster who then is called as a freshman to pitch at the varsity level. that's like really being thrown into the fire, kind of. You got to be ready quickly.
Yeah, I'll tell you what, and I think for many freshman players being called up to varsity their first year, they might be a little bit in over their heads. I don't expect to see that from a Keller Bradley today. Like you said, he features a fastball that is up in the upper 80s. It could touch 90 today as well. It's a warm day. I'm sure he's loose. About to get warm up right now, and he's going to have to face a Pennridge lineup that has been struggling this year. But in order to go the distance, like you said, you have to be able to beat up on maybe the teams you're supposed to beat up on a little bit. And that should be Bradley's mindset coming into this one.
Well, the Falcons have gotten good starting pitching this season. They come into today's game with 7 wins and 2 losses. They're 4-2 in SOL Patriot Division play. And again, have been playing pretty well in these crossover games, but they come off of a tough loss to North Penn. Last time we were here at Vic Napolitano Field, we saw a special performance by Pennsbury pitching. Caden Falcon throwing 6 innings of no-hit baseball, and then reliever came in, McCloskey shut the door, and the Falcons got a no-hitter. That was a kind of a cool thing to see, Gus, and I was just happy we didn't jinx the no-hitter once we got into the late innings.
I'm pretty sure I said it a couple times. So
somebody mentioned the fact that nobody had gotten a hit yet, and I got a little bit nervous. But a combined no-hitter for Pennsbury last time against Ben Salem, a 6-0 win. That was last time we were here. Since that game, they beat Council Rock North, and again, as I mentioned, they come off of a loss to North Penn. For Pennridge, been a struggle throughout this season, but they're hoping at this point in the year that they can start to play spoiler. And one thing that Coach Witten said about his Rams team is that they've continued to fight. They've been down and often in their games gotten down early. They really need to get off to a better start today. And if they can do that, they've been competitive throughout. And they, it's not a team that's tended to fold or give up. They fight throughout. All right, here we go. Our starting lineups here. Pennridge Rams getting to bat. Garrett Nowitzki leading off. He'll play second base. Nick Light in center field will bat second for Pennridge. Matt Atchley at shortstop batting third with Tommy Giannetti, the designated hitter, in the cleanup spot. Noah Keating batting fifth will play left field. Joey Santora, a great defensive catcher, batting sixth with Joey Gregoire in right field batting seventh. Hunter Burdick at first base batting eighth, and Ryan Haas at third base bats ninth today for Pennridge. Bradley delivers the first one in there. It's fouled off, bounced on the left side by Nowitzki. Nowitzki coming off of a 3-hit game, and the senior hoping to set the table for his Rams team. Again, trying to get off to a quick start. Bradley fires that one in there, and it's popped up foul behind us. And so out in front of the first batter he sees is Keller Bradley. Keller Bradley, again a freshman, gets it up there about 88, 89 miles per hour. That's the fastball there, and fouled back by Nowitzki. He stays alive. So Nowitzki, Light, and Atchley here for the Rams. Defensively for Pennsbury, you got Lebrecht at first base, Schaefer at second, Zuckerman playing shortstop, and Tiroli at third as the 0-2 comes in. Ground ball on the left side. Tiroli has it on a couple of hops and throws in time for the first out of the ball game. One away, and brings up Nick Light. Nice job by Joe Tiroli. He was looking pretty good at the Cure Arena, Gus, for sports night. He was one of the captains.
Yeah, there was a couple captains on this team. Zuckerman was a captain. Tiroli was a captain. I think Tiroli was orange and Zuckerman was black.
Up to bat now for the Pennridge Rams is Matt Atchley, the shortstop junior, batting .358.
That was fun though. Sports night at the Cure Insurance Arena. That was a skeptical to see and be a part of.
Yeah, it was awesome. That one was down to Light. 1-0 pitch.
Ooh, good curveball.
Bent that in there for a strike, yeah.
A little knee buckler.
I was hoping to get a quick word with John Crane before the game. The 1-1. Line drive out to center, and that's going to drop for a base hit. Actually cut off in right center by L.J. Nelson. And Light is aboard. He's at first base with one away for Matt Atchley.
I'll tell you what, Chris, these first two batters, they haven't looked afraid of Bradley of throwing upper 80s. They've been right on his fastball so far.
Well, they weren't sure who was going to be on the mound for Pennsbury, but I think they were hoping that maybe they could get to an underclassman, and they were happy that they weren't going to be facing Caden Falcon today, who has that senior experience. As the righty winds and fires, that's a bit up. Jack, 1-0 count to Atchley. Giannetti on deck for the Rams. The 1-0 from Bradley, just a bit out. Boraski, who has done a great job behind the dish, looked like he was going to try to snap a throw to first, but sends it back to Bradley. .2-0 delivery is up high. Well, for Pennridge, one of the things that they hope they were able to kind of change the trajectory of their plate appearances. At one point, they were taking too many strikes, and now being more aggressive. This time, taken all the way that time, 3-0 count. And Bradley delivers the strike. But for Pennridge, they've had too many strikeouts, and as a team, they're looking to just have a more aggressive approach. Fouled back, and Bradley battles back to a full count.
Well, definitely looks like their approach today is sit fastball and adjust to everything else. Got a feeling we're going to see another one of those fastballs here, 3-2. Runner could be off as well.
The payoff pitch, it's up high, and he is rung up. I don't know if he swung.
He must have went on the pitch, because there's no way that was in the strike zone.
And Atchley strikes out. There's 2 down.
No way.
Atchley was headed down to first base. He thought he had worked the walk and checked that swing. But home plate umpire disagrees, and now with 2 down and 1 on, up to bat is Tommy Giannetti, the DH.
Ooh, back-to-back lefties.
Giannetti can be kind of a tough out because he has a small strike zone as kind of a diminutive player, but he is a tough out, a great designated hitter. The 1-0 has the ability to make good contact. And here it's freshman versus freshman. The 2-0 a little bit up.
Tell you what, it's freshman versus freshman right now, but Bradley does not look like a freshman out on that mound.
Well, another batter that he falls behind here. 3-0 count to Giannetti. That's in there for a called strike. Noah Keating waiting on deck. Yeah, they were happy not to see Caden Falcon, and I told Coach Witten, well, I heard this freshman's pretty good. You might want to watch out what you wish for. 3-1 pitch. That's sent out to right field. Streaking in for it is L.J. Nelson, but he's got to pick it up off the grass. But his throw to Tiroli in time and out at third base is Atchley. Or excuse me, that was Light who was tagged out there, out number 3. And so Bradley allows a base runner and a hit, but no runs in the top of the first. and they leave the bases empty. As we go to the bottom of the first inning, McCaffrey's Game of the Day on WBCB. You're listening to the McCaffrey's Food Markets Game of the Day. McCaffrey's exceptional every day in the Edgewood Village Shopping Center, 635 Heacock Road in Yardley, and the villages of Newtown, 2890 South Eagle Road. And today's game also brought to you by the parents of the Pennsbury Baseball Club. They asked you to come out, support the student athletes of Pennsbury. They hope you're enjoying today's game and would like to thank the Pennsbury community for their support. Great to be here on a Friday afternoon in Fairless Hills, Pennsylvania. Chris Ermer, Ben Goldstein, Gus Barber, Jordan Hirsch bringing you the coverage. And we were talking before the game, Gus, about how much Pennsbury action we've got next week for our WBCB fans. We've got a game on Tuesday. I think that's softball.
Yes, softball on Tuesday.
And then Pennsbury baseball Thursday. And then a special game on Saturday. Saturday night under the lights at Trenton Thunder Stadium in the capital city of New Jersey. It's going to be Pennsbury taking on Hopewell Valley. So looking forward to that. And the other game we want to make you aware of is coming up on May the 5th. They're going to have a Coaches versus Cancer event. And that event may take on a special meaning this year for the Pennsbury team and the Pennsbury fans, as we'll talk a little bit more about Sam Lebrecht. There was a terrific article in the Bucks County Courier-Times talking about the Pennsbury first baseman and some of the he's battling cancer right now as he continues to play for this Falcon team. And so we're looking forward to that game on May the 5th, Jordan. That's going to be great. And it's impressive to see how Sam Lebrecht is dealing with this situation, and it's been impressive. I mean, if it wasn't for the article, you wouldn't know that he's going through chemotherapy. And it's remarkable.
Yeah, great article in the Courier-Times by Tom Moore. We'll talk about Lebrecht a little bit more later on, but he was diagnosed with synovial sarcoma on February 7th. He's due for his third round of chemo this weekend. And get this, he has not missed one game. Just simply impressive.
Not missed the game. Extremely impressive. No question about that, Jordan. And continues to provide positive vibes for his Pennsbury teammates. And the way he is going through this situation, I think, is an inspiration for everybody who's around the Pennsbury baseball team. As back to action we are. James Schaefer leading it off here. Takes a strike from Matt Gunning. Gunning, a senior lefty, and one of the guys Pennridge was hoping to step up this year. Starting pitching was one of the things that they had as a question mark coming into this season. The 1-1 from Gunning kind of jammed him. Atchley has it at shortstop, and James Schaefer, although he is speedy, not fast enough to beat the throw. And there's one down. Up to bat now is Ryan Zuckerman. So for Pennsbury today, James Schaefer at second, leading off. Zuckerman up to bat now. He's batting second. And at shortstop, Joe Tiroli on deck. He bats third and plays third base with L.J. Nelson in right field. And in the cleanup spot, Jordan Zerniak batting fifth is their DH, with Sam Lebrecht batting sixth and playing first base. First pitch swinging is Zuckerman, and that is deep. And in the gap, extra bases for Zuck. And he'll cruise into second with a smash double.
Yeah, Zuckerman got what looked to be like a slider out over the middle of the plate, and he did not miss that one, roping it into left center.
It was something I talked with Coach Witten about when it came to the Pennridge Rams, that sometimes the best pitch you're going to see is early in the at-bat. And they were looking to change their philosophy and swing more aggressively. Well, certainly an aggressive approach by Zuck. First pitch swinging and smashes it into the left center gap. Now up to bat Joe Tiroli.
Can we just talk about Tiroli's walk-up song? That was awesome. That's great. Oh, that's smoke too.
That's out to left field. Extra bases for Tiroli. He'll knock in Zuckerman. And the Falcons in front 1-0. Back-to-back doubles.
Yeah, trading places, and you just talked about it. Sometimes the best pitch to hit is at the beginning of the at-bat. And sitting first pitch fastball there was Tiroli. He got it, and he roped it into left.
So he scores Zuckerman with that double. Giroli's at second, and up to bat, senior right fielder L.J. Nelson.
That's back-to-back doubles on first pitch this evening. Talk about change of approach.
And that's also got to shake the confidence of Gunning on the hill as he kicks and fires. Nelson looked like he might try to lay down a bunt, but takes that one for a ball. He's got Zerniak on deck. As that one's a bit wide. Rounding out that Pennsbury lineup, you got Jackson Freeman in left field. He'll bat 7th. Tyler Boraski catches. He bats 8th. And Charlie Cordisco is in center field, hitting 9th today for the Falcons. Gunning checks Giroli. The 2-0 is in there. Gets the fastball. That makes it a 2-1 count. One to Nelson. Again, he looked like he was squaring up momentarily, but again, pulls the bat back. Maybe just some head games with Gunning. It's a good hitters count for Nelson. The 3-1 hits him on the ankle.
That's the worst spot to get hit, too. Oh, that hurts.
Well, first and second for Pennsbury. And Jordan Zerniak up to bat.
Yeah, his sister had a pretty good day in the Falcons softball's last win, hitting a 2-run go-ahead shot late in that one.
Yeah, home run out to center on the softball field.
Yeah, so right now she's got bragging rights in that house.
Zerniak 2 on, 1 down. And a strike from Gunning, who had some elbow issues, I think kind of last season. This is his 3rd start this year. The 0-1 popped high into the air, out to left field. Under it is Keating. And he's got it. It's a second out here in the bottom of the first. And that brings to the plate Sam Lebrecht, the Pennsbury first baseman.
Yeah, and we talked about him a little earlier, just a little bit more here on Lebrecht. You talked about how his teammates have just raved about how he's handled just an extremely difficult situation. All of his teammates say that they're so impressed, his coach as well, just so impressed with how he's handled it, how he's been able to stay upbeat and positive throughout this whole journey. He's expected to go through his last round of chemo in June, so let's hope everything goes well for him moving forward, because it's just so great to see good people like that have those types of outcomes and have just good things happen to them.
Lebrecht calls time at the plate, and the other thing that seems to be a part of his journey is keeping a positive mindset. You know, as he awaits the 0-1 pitch, curveball that gets the outside corner. Yeah, he is confident that once he gets through that final round of treatment, that he can put this thing in the rearview mirror. And we certainly hope that's the case.
It's just incredible that he hasn't missed a game yet. Pennsbury was at Myrtle Beach over spring break for a tournament, and he told just the doctors that, hey, look, I want to be there for my team in South Carolina, and had them delay treatment. I mean, it just shows you what kind of kid he is.
All right, now he's at the plate looking at a 1-2 count from Matt Gunning. 2 on, 2 down, bottom of the first. The 1-2 inside. Jackson Freeman waiting on deck. Pennsbury with a lot of senior leadership in their lineup, but when you have a senior who is also going through some other off-the-field stuff. Ground ball to third, picked up there by Ryan Haas. Coach Pacey said he thought it was a foul ball, went off the batter, but Haas will take the ball to the bag unassisted, and they'll force out Joe Tiroli at third for the final out here in the bottom of the first. But the Falcons strike first. They get a run on 2 hits. They leave 2 runners on base, and they lead it 1-0 after 1 inning of high school baseball on the WBCB Sports Network. And we're coming right back with more in just a moment.
From Philadelphia to the Lehigh Valley and everywhere in between, for 150 years, Penn Community Bank has been a part of your neighborhood. Helping businesses start, supporting families as they grow, and staying connected to the people and places that make this region special. It's who we are and where we're from. Penn Community Bank. Here we are, and here we grow.
During the Toyota Ready, Set, Go sales event, just imagine yourself in a new Toyota. Whatever you need, from an electric vehicle to a rugged, versatile truck, we have new Toyotas on the ground for immediate delivery. Or choose from over 100 certified used options, which undergo a rigorous inspection and include an amazing warranty. Plus service centers that can save you time and money and keep you on the road. So let's go to Team Toyota this spring. Just visit teamtoyota.net to find a location near you.
Left fielder Noah Keating will lead off the top of the second for the Pennridge Rams. You know, once you get into this SOL crossover portion of the schedule, teams are not as familiar with each other as they are when you're talking about a division game. And for a team like Pennridge, I think that could present an opportunity for them. Maybe, you know, they're still trying to get that first win of the season. Swing and a miss by Keating. Coach Whitten was telling me, you know, we keep tabs on those teams are going to play when it comes to the crossover part of the schedule. Curveball outside. 1-1 count to Keating. Santora and Gueguar in the inning. That catches the outside corner. Bradley is going to be so tough if he gets that call consistently and he can work that outside corner. Lines and fires the 1-2, and Keating is set down.
He got the call right there, and yeah, like you said, I mean, if he's getting pitchers pitches like that, it's going to be a real tough day for Pennridge at the plate.
Brings up senior Joey Santora. One of these players that's like a coach's dream. Loves the sport. That's popped up on the infield, actually be in foul territory. Looking for it is Lebrecht, and it looked like he might have lost it. Kind of overran that foul ball. Second life for Santora.
Yeah, and it's a tough sky right now. I know on some of the foul balls last inning that came over our heads, I lost them immediately when they went up. A little hazy today.
Lebrecht's got the shades on, but I think just maybe too aggressive and overran that pop-up, the 0-1. A little wide there, a 1-1 count now to Santora.
Seems like Bradley trying to get these hitters off the fastball. He's been working that slider curveball here in the second.
1-1, that's a nice breaking pitch in there for a strike. Kind of a knee buckler there. Looked like Santora was frozen. 1-2, ground ball, that's through on the left side. Base hit for Santora. He's at first for Joey Gregoire. Well, one thing that Pennridge was hoping to avoid, and they kind of ran into a little bit of it. Oh, we got a pinch runner over there. That's Olson now at first base. Hoping to avoid early trouble, and Falcons do plate a run in the first. But Pennsbury, Gus, they were threatening for some more offense in that top of the first. So I don't know, for Pennridge, maybe you're happy to hold them to just one. Line drive out to left, diving for it, Jackson Freeman, and he got it. Great catch.
I don't know about that. It looked like he kind of trapped it.
Freeman diving face first. And he is awarded the catch, though. There's 2 outs.
Looks like the umpires are going to discuss this one.
I mean, that ball was well hit by Gregoire, and after the umpires talk it over, they still say the catch is good from left fielder Jackson Freeman, and there's 2 down. Santora stays at, oh no, not Santora, Olson at first as the courtesy runner for the catcher. And at the plate now, Hunter Burdick. That looked pretty good from over here. Breaking pitch, maybe a little wide, Jordan. You got a good perspective there.
I guess. I mean, another batter that he starts out with the breaking balls. Looks like he's just trying to get some of these Pennridge hitters off the fastball, and he did a good job of it there. You got to swing and miss on a fastball, but it's clear that their game plan was, hey, look, this guy throws upper 80s. We're going to come in. We're going to hit the heater, and if he wants to beat us with his other pitches, so be it. So be it.
The 1-1, swing and a miss. Yeah, you can see sometimes Keller Bradley able to really zip it up there. Sometimes rear back and deliver a fastball with a couple of extra miles per hour on it. Here's the 1-2. That's a fastball that's fouled back out of play by Burdick. One of the best hitters for the Rams not able to participate today because of an incident in their last game. The 1-2 pitch, swing and a miss, strikes him out and sets the Rams down. In the top of the second, no runs. They do get 1 hit. They leave a runner on base. Pennridge scoreless after an inning and a half. 1-0 Pennsbury in front. And today's game on WBCB brought to you by DiLorenzo's The Berg Pizza at 8919 New Falls Road in Levittown, owned and operated by third-generation family member Tyler DiLorenzo. Tyler uses the same recipes his great-grandparents did back in the 1940s in Trenton's famous Chambersburg section. Try the only original Trenton tomato pie or other great gourmet pizzas, including their mustard pie, soups, fresh salads, hot sandwiches, and homemade pasta dishes, all served in a safe, clean environment. Eat in or take out. Call 215-943-2605. That number again, 215-943-2605. DiLorenzo's The Berg Pizza. They also do catering for all affairs. DiLorenzo's in the Vermilion Square, 8919 New Falls Road in Levittown. The Berg Pizza. And again, stay with us after today's game, and we'll talk with our DiLorenzo's player of the game. Falcons up 1-0 as we go to the bottom of the second. And for Pennsbury, 7-8-9 in the lineup, as it'll be Freeman followed by Baraski and Cordisco. And a little first inning jam for Matt Gunning. Gave up back-to-back doubles to Zuckerman and Tiroli. That gave the Pennsbury Falcons their run, but then after hitting a batter, he was able to get out of the inning. And now it gets back to work as Freeman steps in.
Funny how it seems to work out sometimes. Freeman makes a fantastic defensive play in the field previous inning, and now he leads off the top or the bottom of the second.
Yeah, that was a great catch out there. It seemed like it took him a second to read the ball, but once he did, made an aggressive defensive play, and the umpires even had to talk amongst themselves to see if they thought it was a clean catch. 1-0. We got to look back at our WBCB stream to see if we can see if that ball was trapped. The 2-0. I guess we don't have to go back and look at the stream. We'll just give Jackson Freeman credit. He made the catch.
I don't know. It looked close.
The 3-0. In there.
On a rule of thumb is always if you dive with the ball, if you come up with the ball in your hand and not in the glove, it's pretty much you didn't catch it.
3-1 bounce back to Gunning.
Oh, that was
and
a
he
lot
lobs
closer
one
than it
over to
should have
first,
been.
made it a closer play than it looked like it ought to have been. But they do get Freeman. There's one down. And up to bat, catcher Tyler Boraski. Last time we were at Vic Napolitano Field, we saw a combined shutout for the Falcons, but they did allow a couple of base runners, and one of those runners tried to pick up an extra bag as that's fouled off to the left side. And they were thrown out by Boraski behind the plate. One skips up there. Mentioned Santora behind the dish for Pennridge, headed to Lebanon Valley as time is called.
I think we've got a loose ball on the field.
Yes, there was out in right field. Tipped off the glove of Santora for strike two. Today we've got the game, a beautiful afternoon, and celebrating 75 years of Pennsbury baseball. It's Alumni Day today as the Falcons host the Rams. The 1-2 sharply grounded through on the right side. Boraski with a base knock. He's at first for Charlie Cordisco. And out to grab the bat, the birthday boy.
Yes.
Right? Mac?
Yeah, it's coach's son.
Mac Pacey.
Yeah, Matt Pacey. His birthday was on Wednesday, celebrating birthday number 10.
Does a great job with the team. Ball wide to Cordisco. Yet earlier we were wondering what we were doing at 14. I think I was cutting lawns. I think I was, on a day like today, I probably was out with a weed whacker helping Brian Coker with his landscaping business. The 1-0. Up the middle and caught at short, and a double play as they're going to double up Boraski. Cordisco put a charge into that one, a line drive, but actually with a diving catch at short. So that was out number 2, and then Boraski strayed a little bit too far off of first base, and he is doubled up. So for the Falcons, no runs. They do get a hit, and they leave the bases empty. So we're through 2 here from Vic Napolitano Field. And Pennsbury in front of Pennridge, 1-0. Back with more high school baseball in just a moment. balls hit pretty well this afternoon, but right into the defense, and that was the case for Pennsbury as Charlie Cordisco, a little bad luck. Well hit ball, Jordan, but actually with a clutch grab, and if Pennsbury's going to get a clutch grab out in left field, I guess Pennridge going to come up with some big catches of their own.
Yeah, the defense right now showing strong for both teams, and not much Baraski really could have done off of first. You're taught to take a couple of steps just in case that ball gets through because you don't want to be picked off over there at second. Unfortunately for him, just a little too far off the bag and too far away to get back.
So we got 9-1-2 here for Pennridge in the top of the third. And up to bat, third baseman Ryan Haas takes a strike from Keller Bradley. Oh, 1 went for it.
Nasty breaking pitch there.
Jumps in front of Haas with an 0-2 count. Bradley, we mentioned in our pregame activities, a 14-year-old righty, and he starts the third with a strikeout as he gets Haas swinging one away, and for the Rams up to the top of the lineup, that's strikeout number 4 for Keller Bradley today. Second time through the lineup now for the Rams. First time up, Nowitzki bounced one to Tiroli, and he grounded out to third. Takes just a little bit up from Bradley. Mentioned Keller Bradley, a 14-year-old freshman. And he also plays for the Lower Bucks Minutemen, one of their top pitchers. The 1-0 bounced foul. So I got to check out the Nation 9 website. Coach Pacey before the game, I was hoping to grab a word with John Crane, the Pennsbury pitching coach, fouled off. And Coach Pacey said, you know, you got to look at this guy's resume. And I think I'm going to do that. He's got connections to Ryder, was a Phillies draft pick, and bringing his expertise to Fairless Hills to help the Pennsbury Falcons this season.
Phillies draft pick, huh?
The 1-2 struck him out. Fifth strikeout, and the second one here in the top of the third. So with bases empty, here's Nick Light.
Bradley kind of got away with that last pitch. That was a breaking ball left up in the zone.
Light had one of the 3 Rams hits in his first plate appearance.
His curveball is so good. Oh my Lanta.
Yeah, had Light waving at it. Looked like about the same thing. Another breaking pitch, and Light again just comes up empty.
Yeah, he's got that working right now. Let's see if he triples up here with the count 0-2.
It is another curveball, bounced to third. Tiroli has it on a couple of hops. His throw is low, but picked by Lebrecq. And a 1-2-3 inning for Pennsbury. They set down the Rams in order in the top of the third. No runs, no hits, nobody left on base, and it stays a 1-0 game. The Falcons in front, and we're coming back, bottom of the third. In just a moment, this is the McCaffrey's Game of the Day on the WBCB Sports Network.
From Philadelphia to the Lehigh Valley and everywhere in between. For 150 years, Penn Community Bank has been a part of your neighborhood. helping businesses start, supporting families as they grow, and staying connected to the people and places that make this region special. It's who we are and where we're from. Penn Community Bank. Here we are, and here we grow.
All right, bottom of the third. Today's game on WBCB brought to you by McCaffrey's Food Markets. Big thanks also to the parents of the Pennsbury Baseball Club. They asked you to come out and support the student athletes of Pennsbury Baseball, and they hope you're enjoying today's game. Falcons up 1-0. Today, it's Alumni Day, celebrating 75 years of Pennsbury Baseball, and their mantra this year, go the distance. And the high point for those 75 years came in 2017 when Pennsbury won their first and only 6A baseball state championship. And they have had great success in league and district play. But certainly that is the high point of those 75 years of Pennsbury baseball when they won it all in 2017 under head coach Joe Pacey. Gus, you were talking a little bit about how some changes on the team allowed different players to step up into roles as underclassmen and might have paid dividends for that 2017 team.
Yeah, because I graduated in 2016, and there was a lot of kids in my grade that stopped playing baseball. And I think we only had 2 seniors my year that actually played staying on the team. So I feel like a lot of that, like you had a lot of underclassmen playing and a lot of experience. And the next year, obviously, you saw it helped dividends because they went on a run and they won the state championship.
1-0 pitch in there to Schaefer. Pennsbury with the top of the lineup here at bat in the bottom of the third. The 1-1. Fouled straight back. But it makes sense what you were saying, because other underclassmen had to step into roles that, and what they found, some pretty great underclassmen. Foul ball, and it stays 1 strike, 2 balls to James Schaefer. Nope, sorry, 1 ball, 2 strikes. One-two pitch, popped foul. One-two count. Gunning delivers. Couple of hops. Atchley has it at short. And safe. Too fast that time. Schaefer got there. Infield base hit.
Yeah, not much Atchley could have done over there. It's sure that ball just was not hit hard enough, and with Schaefer's speed, he was able to beat that throw out.
Right, impressive wheels. James Schaefer at first, and up to bat, Ryan Zuckerman. Zuck with a double, scored the only run today for the Falcons. Only run today for either team so far. Takes in the dirt. Lefty with a long look, and now he winds and fires. That's wide.
Let's go here, let's go.
Pitch.
Oh, my Lanta.
High and deep out to left, and they're going to watch this one go. It's gone. Home run, Ryan Zuckerman, a 2-run shot to left center field.
Yeah, he got a 2-0 fastball right down the middle, and he did not miss it. He knew that one was gone right when it left his bat. Now 3-0 as that one was headed towards New Falls Road.
Zuckerman now with 2 runs scored, and he knocks in 2. It's 3-0 Pennsbury on top.
Our DiLorenzo's dinger of the day. That ball was smashed.
Right over the 5-4 sign.
Oh, that was amazing.
Nearly out to New Falls Road. I don't think he quite had the distance to get it onto the blacktop out there, but quite a shot from Zuckerman.
I like the celebration, too, by the team afterwards. All jumping at the same time.
They got good hitting, coordinated jumping.
They're built for success.
And Tiroli takes a 1-1 count. Tiroli had an RBI double his first time up.
Ooh, that looked good.
Just a little bit low. That was close. Falcons with 3 runs on 5 hits. So far, 3 hits for Pennridge, and still scoreless today as Tiroli takes, and now a good count for him. The 3-1. Up high, ball 4, Tiroli walks. And with nobody out yet in the bottom of the 3rd, cleanup man R.J. Nelson up to bat. Nelson got plunked in the ankle his first time up today.
Looks like he's got a brace on that front ankle. I'm not sure if that was there in his first at-bat or not.
Line drive out to center. That'll fall for a base hit. Brown's second had not played well out there in center field, allowed Tiroli to go from first to third. Good base running by Joe Tiroli. Looked like Light didn't pick it up cleanly at first. And so Nelson with a base hit puts runners at the corners for DH Jordan Zerniak. And a mound meeting for Pennridge. Well, I suppose you could call action in the 3rd inning some early trouble. It's something that Pennridge talked to me about before the game. And right now a jam for Matt Gunning.
Yeah.
I mean, right now nobody warming up for Pennridge, so they're just trying to settle down their starter.
Yeah, we're going to have a corners here with still nobody out. I think that visit was maybe a little bit about Gunning's command. He had fallen behind 2-0 there to Zuckerman, gave up the home run, and then walked the next batter there in Joe Tiroli.
Right.
Nelson picked on the first pitch, though. Able to hit it back up the middle.
The other thing they may have been talking about, Jordan, is defense. If LJ takes off from first, what are they going to do? As that one comes up high, and LJ does take off from first. The throw is there, and he is tagged out.
Well, they made the right decision.
Caught stealing is LJ Nelson, and not sure what the Falcons were hoping was going to happen there. Maybe that Tiroli was supposed to take off.
Yeah, Tiroli was supposed to take off as soon as the catcher threw it.
Now, where that throw was, it kind of looked like shortstop Matt Atchley was kind of cutting it off, but had enough distance to tag out Nelson. There's one down. One-0 count to Zerniak, who flied out to left, and the Pennridge Rams bring the infield in. 1-0. Nice breaking pitch by Gunning for a strike.
Well, that caught stealing kind of changes the complexion of this inning a little bit. Gunning now, if he's able to get a strikeout or get one on the ground here to one of his infielders. Oh, not going to get one of those, though.
That's gapped.
Out to left center, and that is cut off out there by Noah Keating, the left fielder, but it's going to be a double for Zerniak as he goes sliding headfirst into second, and cruising home is Joe Tiroli. Falcons in front now 4-0. Off the RBI from Jordan Zerniak.
Zerniak making me eat my words a little bit there. I was going to say if Gunning was able to get maybe a ground ball right to one of his infielders, he could see his way out of this inning, but now more trouble.
Well, he didn't get that ground ball, that's for sure.
Nope.
Now Sam Lebrecq into the batter's box. Another runner in scoring position for the Falcons. Only one away in the inning, and that's fouled back our way, out of play. Kind of quiet this afternoon on campus. No high school softball action, or the Little Leaguers have not arrived quite yet.
And I'm sure the players, as much as they do love the energy, I'm sure they love maybe it being a little bit quieter, trying to focus.
The 0-1 line drive out to center. Light is there for it. He makes the grab. Zerniak starts to tag up, but then he heads back to second base. So the catch made in center field retires Lebrecq. And there's 2 down for senior Jackson Freeman. Falcons already with 3 runs in the third, looking for more. Freeman bounced one back to Gunning. First time at bat. Takes up high. Gunning's 1-0. Ground ball, that's through on the left side. Zerniak is going to be stopped at third. They put the stop sign on. Nice job because Keating was on it in left field pretty quickly. So Freeman with a base hit. He's at first base. Zerniak goes from second to third. And runners at the corners for Baraski. That ball was almost too well hit by Freeman to score that run. Had such pace on it, it got out to left. And Zerniak right now at third base. Baraski takes ball 1.
Yeah, that ball just so hard hit and just, again, a little bit unfortunate placement right at the left fielder.
The 1-0 fouled back.
I think something came off that and hit us.
I got
Did it hit you?
Yeah.
Yeah. Thought I saw something fall.
I was hoping it wasn't bird due.
Oh.
I had a conversation with Dennis Ostapovich today, who hosts our WBCB Polka show.
Yeah.
About he got hit, the 1-1, low and in. Like when he was going to school, right on the forehead.
Oh.
Yeah, you know, detailed description of.
Apparently that's good luck.
That's, yeah, I don't know.
I think they just say that so they think a positive.
So you feel better.
Down, yeah.
The 2-1. Then he told me about another time where he was talking to a contractor and he got one right on his shoulder. I said, wow, it's a lot of good.
That's a lot of good vibes going his way. A lot of good energy.
Polka show Saturday mornings with Denny O. Ball 4, that's wide to Baraski. And so that's going to load him up. Courtesy runner for the Pennsbury catcher as Michael Mercora now at first base. So Mercora at first, Freeman at second, and Zerniak at third. And up to bat, Charlie Cordisco. On the ground, bounces right up into the glove of Nowitzki and makes for an easy play for the second baseman. Charlie Cordisco grounds out, and the Falcons are finally set down here in the bottom of the third, but they do plate 3 runs. They get those 3 runs on, let's see, I got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 hits, including a 2-run homer from Ryan Zuckerman. But for the Falcons, they also leave 3 runners on base. And so we're through 3 complete. Pennsbury in front 4-0 as they take on the Pennridge Rams in Suburban 1 League crossover action today on the WBCB Sports Network. All right, let's see, is it my turn to read a spot? Ben wants to read a spot. He's up. He's ready to go.
Uh-oh. Give me the jammer door.
All right, jammer doors. That's it.
I want to say Babe Ruth.
Oh, you got to ad lib then. That's an old copy.
During the Toyota Ready, Set, Go sales event, just imagine yourself.
Jammer door and windows is a fourth. Dude, I was like, what? Am I on?
Yeah, this is your moment.
Oh, I'm on?
Yes.
Oh, I didn't know. Jammer Door and Windows is a fourth-generation family-owned and operated business since 1920 with showrooms in Lawrence and Yardley. Jammer provides sales, service, and installation of garage doors and openers featuring Rainer garage doors, both steel and aluminum. Rainer garage doors are crafted for durability. Jammer also has entry doors, patio doors, storm doors, and windows, and they do their own work and installation using no-sue contractors. Visit their showroom at 2850 Brunswick Pike, Business Route 1, Lawrenceville, Yardley. Showroom open by appointment. Call 215-493-7709. Jammer Doors and Windows, 101 years of quality and commitment, and A-plus better business.
All right, thank you, Ben. Yes, indeed. Jammer Doors bringing the portions of today's game. First pitch swinging is Ashley, sends it deep to left. Back for it goes Jackson Freeman, and he makes the grab. So Ashley gives it a ride as we get to the start of the fourth inning. But he's retired, and now up to bat is Tommy Giannetti.
I think that was a great job by Ben talking there with this spot. I think that was fantastic for one of his first spots of the day.
As soon as he realized he was on air,
that
was good. Up now, Giannetti takes down low. Keller Bradley doing a nice job as far as his pitch count is concerned as well. This will be pitch number 45 for the freshman righty.
Ooh.
And that is driven deep to right, but is going to be a foul ball.
That may hit somebody.
Hit.
Watch out for casualties.
Well, as they say, probably in the Pennridge Ram dugout, straighten that thing out. 1-1. Bounced on the right side. Schaefer has it to Lebrecht, and there's two down. So 2 up, 2 down. And here is freshman left fielder Noah Keating, who got caught looking his first time up today. Mentioned that Pennridge player that is unable to play because of an ejection.
Yeah, what happened? Was it like something from you said last game?
There was a call that he didn't agree with, and the reaction that he gave had the officials. I think he said something, and it sounds like this year the 1-0 pitch, swing and a miss. The umpires are focusing on the amount of eye black that players have.
What?
Coach Witten was saying that in the past, umpires they felt like they were the jewelry police, and they would have to go out there and make sure guys didn't have necklaces on or their bracelets on or whatever.
Yeah.
Foul back to the screen. I think that rule has changed. So now the officials feel like they're the eye black police. And I think depending on how much eye black, you notice the guys don't have I mean, that was kind of a standard thing that you'd have. I think the PIAA made some adjustment.
Well, that's ridiculous.
And I think now they're looking at the 1-2 pitch here from Keller Bradley, just misses wide. Also, they want the players in the field to make sure that the language that they use would be acceptable in a classroom.
Oh, yeah, that's not going to happen.
Well, I think that's the standard that they're expecting them to uphold now. And if it wouldn't be appropriate in school, the 2-2 pitch. In there, called, strike, and Keating caught looking again. A 1-2-3 inning for Keller Bradley as he sets down the Rams in order. No runs, no hits, nobody left on base. And for Bradley, well, that was strikeout number 6, I think, right, Ben? Yeah, 6 strikeouts now for freshman Keller Bradley. His Pennsbury Falcons are in front 4-0 as we go to the bottom of the 4th. And we'll step aside, return for more high school baseball action in just a moment.
During the Toyota Ready, Set, Go sales event, just imagine yourself in a new Toyota. Whatever you need, from an electric vehicle to a rugged, versatile truck, we have new Toyotas on the ground for immediate delivery. Or choose from over 100 certified used options, which undergo a rigorous inspection and include an amazing warranty. Plus service centers that can save you time and money and keep you on the road. So let's go to Team Toyota this spring. Just visit teamtoyota.net to find a location near you.
Bottom of the 4th here at Vic Napolitano Field. Falcons up 4-0. And in the bottom of the 3rd, Falcons sent 9 batters to the plate. And it started with James Schaefer. And so he's back around again. James Schaefer will lead off the inning. He's got a ground out, a base hit, and a run scored. And that base hit got the Falcons rally going.
Ryan Zuckerman over here in the on-deck circle talking to Schaefer as he comes up to the plate. Looked like he was maybe trying to just tell him to see if he could hit it the other way.
It was pointing out to right field a few seconds ago.
And Zuckerman having a heck of a game already. 2 for 2 with a double and a homer. Pennridge getting some activity in their arm barn. And ball got away from the catcher, so a little bit of a delay as we get to the bottom of the 4th. Here on WBCB, today's game brought to you by Jammer Doors and Windows and by DiLorenzo's Pizza. And thanks, of course, to McCaffrey's Food Markets and the Pennsbury Baseball Parents Club. Gunning, winds, fires, and that's a swing and a miss by Schaefer. Healthy cut.
That's Pennsbury's first swing and miss of the game.
Wow. They haven't been taking many pitches.
They've been hitting them all.
Aggressive approach. I think Zuckerman's double and his home run might have come on the first pitch that he saw.
Yeah, it was his first one. Well, his first one was the
1-1
slider.
Line drive to second. Nowitzki's got it.
This is about Zuckerman here. Run real quick. His first hit was a kind of a slider on the first pitch. Second one, he got that 2-0 fastball down the middle. So he's made hard contact now with the breaking stuff and the heat, and it's going to be interesting to see how Gunning attacks him here. And he's got bullpen action behind him. That's number 13, Patrick Mill, the lefty sidewinder, warming up down in the left field corner.
60th pitch here for Gunning.
In there for a strike. Yeah, I think that sidearm guy is going to Vassar. And the Coach Witten telling me before the game that he's like a genius in the classroom. And that he would likely be the first arm that we'd see come out of their bullpen. The 1-1. Gunning's 2-1 delivery, just a little bit wide, and you can see it not wanting to give anything too juicy to Zuckerman. Keeps that one just off the plate. The 3-1. Called strike.
Good 3-1 pitch, little backdoor curveball, able to get it to come all the way back to the corner.
The payoff, ground ball and a couple of bounces. Gunning has it in the glove, and he throws out Zuckerman. So 2 up, 2 down for Pennsbury in the bottom of the 4th. Now up to bat is Joe Tiroli, also having a great game. A double, a walk, and a run scored today for Joe.
The rider commit, Joe Tiroli.
Yeah, the other rider connection we referenced earlier, Ben, was the Pennsbury pitching coach, John Crane. I don't know if he...
He is the head coach of Keller Bradley's travel team, the Lower Bucks Minutemen.
The 1-0 in there. I mean, I wonder if he helped recruit Tiroli to Ryder.
Could be a connection.
The 1-1. It's down. Tiroli with Nelson waiting on deck.
Yeah, Chris, speaking of the rider connections, you've got one right over here on camera, working the camera.
2-1 delivery. You working with John Moses over there now, Jordan? Is that like...
That's the plan for next year. I've met him a couple times, working over there for Riders radio station. Met him at a couple open houses.
Is it called Rider Radio, the radio station?
It's 1077 The Bronx.
Ball 4 to Tiroli, a patient at bat, and he works a walk. Yeah, WBCB, we were doing a lot of stuff with Rider Radio. Before we started to stream our games, we would use 107.7 The Bronx as one of our spots for Steinert baseball and some of our Mercer County action. And now that we are able to stream our games, we don't have those conflicts with the radio signals that would, if there was a game on WBCB.
Beautiful bunt
at the plate. Gunning picks it up. His throw is not in time and gets past the first baseman, Hunter Burdick. So moving up to third, and now Tiroli is going to try to score, and he will score standing. The Falcons lead it 5-0. A beautiful bunt, and maybe Gunning should have just picked that ball up and put it in his pocket. Instead, he tried to throw the runner out and led to major problems. Not only did Tiroli score, but LJ all the way around to third. So what started as a little bunt results in another Pennsbury run. And more trouble for the Rams. Zerniak up to bat.
Yeah, Gunning tried to rush that throw there. It was a beautifully placed bunt right between the catcher and the pitcher. And Nelson, not the fastest of runners, but he was able to put enough pressure on Gunning and forced an errant throw.
Yeah, right now they have not put an error up on the scoreboard, and maybe they're given,
They did give him a hit.
A base hit for Nelson, but allowing those runners to advance.
Yeah, that's got to be an error there.
Ball inside to Zerniak. Zerniak 1 for 2 with an RBI double in the third inning. And they do put the error up now. That catches the inside corner.
It's the right choice. Put the error there.
2-1 count. Gunning delivers. Curveball stays up.
That looked like it might have slipped out of his hands. Was buzzing the tower a little bit of Zerniak right there.
Falcons with another run in the fourth, 5-0. Our scorer is Gunning. Fires that one in there, and it's sent back up the middle. Another RBI for Zerniak as he drives in LJ Nelson and makes it a 6-0 game.
Zerniak gets his payback there. Curveball kind of thrown up and in at him. Of course, no intent. Definitely looked like it slipped out of Gunning's hands, but nonetheless, he's able to come right back the next pitch, and it looks like he's going to chase Gunning from this ball game.
The Falcons 6 runs on 10 hits, and so far error-free baseball for the Falcons. The Pennridge Rams, no runs, 3 hits, and they commit an error in this 4th inning that leads to a couple of runs. And Matt Gunning off the mound, a pitching change, so we'll step aside, return to action in just a little bit. Falcons in front of Pennridge, 6-0.
From Philadelphia to the Lehigh Valley and everywhere in between, for 150 years, Penn Community Bank has been a part of your neighborhood. Helping businesses start, supporting families as they grow, and staying connected to the people and places that make this region special. It's who we are and where we're from. Penn Community Bank. Here we are, and here we grow.
During the Toyota Ready, Set, Go sales event, just imagine yourself in a new Toyota. Whatever you need, from an electric vehicle to a rugged, versatile truck, we have new Toyotas on the ground for immediate delivery. Or choose from over 100 certified used options, which undergo a rigorous inspection and include an amazing warranty. Plus service centers that can save you time and money and keep you on the road. So let's go to Team Toyota this spring. Just visit teamtoyota.net to find a location near you.
Now on the mound for the Pennridge Rams, Patrick Mill, a lefty side armor. And Jordan, you were comparing to some, I mean, he almost, I'm throwing it all the way back to Kent DeColvey. He's got like a submarine delivery, and he pitches the first one in there to Sam Lebrecht.
Yeah, mine's a little bit more recent. Taylor Rogers is a twin brother, Tyler Rogers. They both play for the San Francisco Giants, and they're both, will kind of release it with that 3/4 arm angle. And he kind of starts out with, like them too, with his glove kind of away from his hip.
I appreciate a more current reference as that's down low. 1-2 count to Lebrecht, 0 for 2 so far today.
Which brother gets all the way submarines?
And called third strike. Nice action on that from Patrick Mill. And Patrick Mill gets the Pennridge Rams finally out of the 4th inning. But more damage done by the Falcons as they plate 2 more, making it 6-0, and they get those 2 runs on just 1 hit. So we're through 4, and the Falcons add to their lead. 6-0 our score in the McCaffrey's game of the day. All right, let's give Jordan an opportunity. He said if Ben is going to read a spot, I want to read a spot. All right, okay, all right.
This will be my first time. Let's see how this goes.
All right.
Let's go, Jordan.
Get you the BAI security action. Little BAI. Go for it.
All right, wind blowing here. More than securing your home or business, BAI Security in Yardley now offers medical alerts for seniors. Trip or fall or homebound, these are the same medical alerts you see advertised on TV, but now available from BAI Security and monitored locally 24/7 by BAI Security. BAI Security also offers fire extinguisher sales, maintenance and inspection of fire extinguishers. And for complete security, including wireless security systems, remote systems, fire alarm systems, carbon monoxide systems, and now medical alert systems, call BAI Security in Lower Bucks at 215-493-1414. That's 215-493-1414. Or visit bainow.com. That's bainow.com.
All right, well done.
Let's go, kid.
Thank you, Ben.
BAI Security bringing you portions of today's game as we're here in Fairless Hills, Pennsylvania. And the Falcons enjoying a 6-0 lead over Pennridge. SOL crossover action. Pennridge next will take on Neshaminy on Tuesday. And we mentioned we're going to be with the Falcons next week with games on Thursday and Saturday on the WBCB Sports Network. Softball action on Tuesday afternoon for you. Keller Bradley now enters his 5th inning of work on the mound, and a first pitch strike to Joey Santora.
Yeah, he's done a really good job of just being able to settle in here, has Bradley. After struggling a little bit in the first inning, he's done a really nice job being able to get these Pennridge hitters off of his fastball, and he's settled in quite nicely, and another more weak contact here.
It's to short. Zuckerman with a throw across, and they get Santora 1 down.
Keller's also at a good pitch count here. He's at 53 pitches here through 4 1/3. With the young kid, you don't want to make him work too much. Keep him a little, maybe under 75 pitches. I don't know exactly what his pitch count is, but
have you been looking at the breakdown of balls and strikes and stuff, Ben?
Yeah, he has 15 balls, 25 strikes.
That's a good ratio.
Yeah.
And first pitch drops down a little low to Joey Gregoire.
He's made 11 hitters swing and miss, and he's got 6 strikeouts.
Yeah, it's a product of just doing a really good job of mixing his pitches and keeping these guys off balance. That's number 12.
Gets Gregoire to swing through that one. First time up, it was a line out to left for Gregoire. Been hitting the ball pretty well for Pennridge this season. His average is like just under 300, they said, up near that 300 mark, and that time
13.
Okay, fooled by that, just waves at it for strike 2.
He's got that slider working right now, done a great job of commanding the fastball to the outside part of the plate. That really sets up that slider low and away to righties.
1-2, strikes him out.
Then he could just flip a front door slider in there and buckle the knees of the hitter.
Froze Gregoire.
We were highlighting on Bradley's fastball pregame. How about his breaking balls? His sliders and curveballs have been pretty disgusting today.
Yeah, a lot of great movement, and now he'll work to Hunter Burdick, who he struck out back in the 2nd inning. That's lined into the gap in right field. L.J. Nelson knocks it down and gets to it quickly enough to hold Burdick to a single. I thought he was going to have a double for sure, but good job defensively there.
Yeah, good job by Nelson to range over and knock that ball down, hold Burdick at first. We might have jinxed Keller Bradley a little bit there. That breaking ball left up in the zone, and Burdick was able to put a good swing on it, and now Pennridge has a runner on first.
Not everything can be perfect.
And Pennridge also gets to flip the lineup now. Back up to bat, Garrett Nowitzki, getting his 3rd look at Bradley today. Takes high. Nowitzki 0 for 2 with a ground out and a strikeout.
This will be pitch number 60 from the freshman.
That's up. Missed with the first 2 to Nowitzki high. The 2-0. Nowitzki late with that swing. Oh, excuse me, Haas up to bat. Thank you. I just skipped right over Ryan Haas. My apologies. 2-1 count to the 3rd baseman. Takes low and away. Yeah, not this Saturday, but next Saturday, a special game as the Pennsbury Falcons and the Hopewell Valley. Who the hell? Hopewell Valley. I'm forgetting the mascot now. Bulldogs. 3-1. Gets the called strike. So the Bulldogs and the Falcons going to do battle at Trenton Thunder Stadium, which is a great venue, and will happen next Saturday. We'll have it for you on WBCB, but I mean, if the weather is anything like today, you should head on out there yourself. Called 3rd strike as the runner goes, and Ryan Haas is rung up for the 3rd out here in the top of the 5th. Pennridge Rams are set down, no runs. They do get a base hit, and they leave that runner stranded. So after 4 1/2, Pennsbury 6, Pennridge nothing. And we'll step aside, return to Vic Napolitano Field for more high school baseball in just a moment.
1490 WBCB Levittown and Trenton, and video stream live at WBCBsports.com. Your home for the best local sports in Bucks and Mercer counties.
Stay with us after the game for our DiLorenzo's player of the game, and we were just talking about that during the break, that our leading candidate right now is shortstop Ryan Zuckerman, has a double, and our DiLorenzo's dinger of the game as he sent one out to left center field over the 5-4 sign.
I'm so glad that's catching on.
A 2-run shot, and indeed our DiLorenzo's dinger, thanks to DiLorenzo's Pizza, the Berg Pizza, in the Vermilion Square just down the road from Pennsbury High School. And for the Falcons, Jackson Freeman steps into the batter's box to get us underway in the bottom of the 5th.
Do you think he just came up on his own to throw like a submarine pitcher, or do you think somebody told him to?
That is driven but foul on the left side. Well hit. Yeah, I think that's the kind of thing that you develop on your own.
I don't think a coach would ever tell you to pitch like that.
Coaches are going to say, you have to do it in this structured way, and then somebody who was a coach or working with him at some point said, hey, if this works for you, then just keep on doing it. I mean, like, at a certain point, it's tough to change, and he's success as that one's up the middle, bounces up to Ashley, and his throw in time to get Jackson Freeman. Those coaches and the fundamental things that they teach you are to try to make every player their best, but there's a certain part of, I don't know, the fun factor where, like, if you want to be a sidearm pitcher and that works for you or whatever, I don't know, I think more kids should be kind of told to do it their way, but that's a fly ball out to right field as Boraski flies out for the second out in the bottom of the 5th.
The Hill's come in and so far done a really good job of quieting these Falcons bats. Perhaps that three-quarter sidearm is giving the Falcons a little different look and has forced some weak contact on their end now.
Now up for the Falcons, Charlie Cordisco, who bunts that one foul. It went off the plate and hit the batter.
A little slide step action there from Hill, perhaps now another thing that these Pennsbury hitters have to keep in mind.
So 0-1 to Cordisco. Maybe that's going to wake up Haas over there at third base. That would have caught them totally unaware. Jam shot that is foul down the first baseline. Cordisco 0 for 2 so far in today's game. As much as the players look forward to being at that Trenton Thunder game next Saturday, I do. Lined up the middle, base hit for Cordisco. I love that spot. We get great sight.
Oh, yeah, it's so fun. I was able to do it last year with Keith Noonan. I did the Hopewell Valley Pennsbury game, and that was So fun to do.
And it's become a cool tradition. I mean, typically they play either at Hopewell Valley or at Pennsbury.
Yeah.
But a special venue next Saturday is the Falcons flip the lineup, and James Schaefer in the batter's box takes ball 1. The 1-0. Outside, the runner goes. The throw not in time, and a stolen base for Cordisco.
Really?
Was that a called a strike?
Yeah.
Called a strike.
Yeah, really no chance there behind the plate. Cordisco got a great jump, and the throw from his knees, not able to get as much power on it as you typically are, and Cordisco had that base stolen easily.
So he's in scoring position with 2 away in the bottom of the 5th, and Mills steps off and looks him back to the bag. One to Schaefer. Fouls it off.
That's one thing about these submarine pitchers is if they can perfect it and really know how to throw a pitch, they can be very effective. I've always overhearing people in the Pennsbury dugout talk about his slider and how it's just insanely, it just drops to the back foot.
Well, he's ahead of Schaefer here. 1-2 pitch. Grounded to second baseman Garrett Nowitzki. And he makes the play. Retires Schaefer. And sets down the Falcons in the bottom of the 5th. No runs, 1 hit. And they leave 1 runner on base. So Falcons holding on to a 6-0 lead here in Suburban 1 League crossover play. Today is Alumni Day for Pennsbury. 75 years of Pennsbury baseball celebrated, and we're going the distance. You're listening to the McCaffrey's Food Markets Game of the Day. McCaffrey's exceptional every day in the Edgewood Village Shopping Center, 635 Heacock Road in Yardley, and the villages of Newtown, 2890 South Eagle Road. And thanks to the Pennsbury Baseball Club, today's game brought to you in part by the parents of the Pennsbury Baseball Club. They ask you to come out and support the student athletes of Pennsbury Baseball. They hope you're enjoying today's game, and they would like to thank Pennsbury and the Pennsbury community for their support. We go to the top of the 6th, and back on the mound for Pennsbury. Been outstanding today, their freshman Keller Bradley. And Bradley here in the 6th. We'll work to the top of the Rams lineup. It'll be 1, 2, 3, Nowitzki, Light, and Atchley. And for Pennridge, you know, when you have that top of the lineup appearing, this might be their best shot to try to get back in this game. They cannot leave this to the 7th inning today, especially when you have the meat top of your lineup here getting things going in the 6th.
Yeah, top of the 6th, already down 6-0, and this top of the order needs to do a good job of just setting the table for the rest of the lineup to perhaps be able to drive them in. You got to feel like you've got to at least get maybe 2 or 3 here to give yourself a chance in the 7th, because Keller Bradley's just been outstanding today, and you got to find a way to shake him a little bit.
Bradley's 65th pitch to start the top of the 6th is in there for a strike.
That's another thing, too. He's been very efficient pounding the zone, and he's kept his pitch count down, which has enabled him to go this long.
The 0-1. Fastball. Tiroli has it on a bounce. He pops up and throws in time to get Nowitzki. Nice play by Tiroli.
Well, Nowitzki probably thought that he started out this crucial inning for Pennridge with a single, but just an absolutely stellar play there by Tiroli. He's had a couple of nice plays today over there at third.
Now up to bat is Nick Light. Light 1 for 2 with a base hit, and he also had a ground out to Tiroli. Takes inside, and we've been crediting Keller Bradley. Great fastball, some wicked-looking breaking stuff today, and you mentioned how he's been in the strike zone all day, and impressed with how effective he is throwing his breaking pitches. 4 strikes. That's a fastball in there. Evens the count at 1 to Light.
Yeah, he's done a great job of setting up with the fastball, being able to blow that by hitters, and that does set up that breaking ball. He's been able to throw it in the zone effectively, and he's been able to throw it out of the zone effectively, too, getting a lot of swings and misses today.
The 1-1 in the dirt. Ashley on deck for the Rams. The 2-1 bounces up there. The 3-1 pitch. That's a base hit out to left field. Freeman gets to it quickly and sends it into Zuckerman, and it will hold Light to first.
Good piece of hitting there by Light, knowing his team down by 6, 3-1 count. Most likely was going to get a fastball there, and he got it, didn't miss it, and was able to turn on it.
Now for the Rams, their junior shortstop, Matt Ashley. Ashley 0 for 2 today, but he carried a nice batting average in today's game, batting .358. Takes outside from Bradley. Meanwhile, Bradley now with 5 1/3 innings and still with a pretty good pitch count. 72 pitches so far by the righty. And before the next one, they'll check the runner. For the 1-0, again they throw over. Sunday will be down at Citizens Bank Park for the Baseball Insiders before Phillies baseball from 11 to noon. And it's the Fanatics' birthday. Little ground ball that dribbles foul. Picked up by Boraski. And that's usually a big day for that show because we'll have like Dave Raymond, who was the original Fanatics' best friend, come on and join us. And sometimes they'll have Tom Burgoyne, who right now is the Fanatics' right-hand man, so to speak. 1 ball, 1 strike.
Ooh.
Inside to Ashley. Didn't miss by much. Boy, Falcons have poured it on now. 6 runs, 11 hits today. The 2-1, sharply hit, but comes up on a bounce. Tiroli to Zuckerman, Zuckerman to Lebrecht. It's a 4-6-3 twin killing, double play, and the Rams are retired here in the top of the 6th. Well, that was picture perfect for Pennsbury defensively. Bounce right up into Tiroli's mitt. Zuckerman covers second. And no runs, 1 hit. No runners left on for the Rams in the top of the 6th. We go to the bottom of the 6th. Falcons in front, 6-0. You're listening to the McCaffrey's Food Market's Game of the Day. McCaffrey's exceptional every day. All right, I'm going to give it a go with this DiLorenzo's read. DiLorenzo's The Berg Pizza, 8919 New Falls Road. Owned and operated by 3rd-generation family member Tyler DiLorenzo. And Tyler uses the same recipes his great-grandparents did back in the 1940s in Trenton's famous Chambersburg section. So try the only original Trenton tomato pie or other gourmet pizzas, including their mustard pie, soups, salads, hot sandwiches, homemade pasta dishes. Give them a call, 215-943-2605. That's 215-943-2605. DiLorenzo's The Berg Pizza. They also do catering. And they're just down the road from Pennsbury High School on New Falls Road in the Vermilion Square. We thank them for their support of Pennsbury baseball on WBCB. Nice catch, Ben, as our papers go blowing around. And thanks to BAI Security for making portions of today's game possible. BAI securing your home. They also do fire extinguishers, medical alert bracelets. You can call BAI, find out more, 215-493-1414 or BAInow.com. First pitch swinging is Zuckerman, pops it up, and the grab is made. Diving attempt by Hunter Burdick is...
Since they made the play, is it okay if we laugh?
That's pretty... a little comical how he went down.
Yeah, that was kind of funny. Especially as a former first baseman. If I was me, and as long as we made the play, I'm cracking myself up.
Look, a little Keystone Cops out there.
Yeah.
Some slapstick. But Burdick, it can be funny now that you made the play, like you said.
Yeah, exactly. Like I said, you made the out.
And now
so
we can all laugh about it.
Wow.
Tiroli pops it up, coming back our way, and bounces off a chair.
Oh, my God. Almost took out a fatality.
One down, nobody on. Bottom of the sixth here. Joe Tiroli at bat. Tiroli with a double, 2 walks, 2 runs scored. Takes a strike.
Is it okay to laugh at that too, since it didn't hit
nobody
anybody?
got hurt. That's all right.
It came really close, though. Pretty sure that's Coach Pacey's mom, too.
The 0-2 ground ball to shortstop. Ashley throws across and gets Tiroli.
Whoever hits the coach's mom has to run laps. It's a rule.
Yeah, if that's the coach's mom, nobody's laughing. Up to bat now for Pennsbury, LJ Nelson.
Don't worry, Gus. We won't tell him you laughed at that.
Come on, Jordan. Our little secret. Oh.
Patrick Mill nearly
I thought that hit him for a second.
He was hit by the Pennridge starter
Yeah.
today. Right on, plunked one right off his ankle bone. 1-0. That's sent into the gap in right field, but is going to hang up for Nowitzki, who ranges over and makes the grab. So LJ Nelson flies out, and the Falcons are set down in the sixth. A 1-2-3 inning for Pat Mill. No runs, no hits, nobody left on base. We're through 6. Falcons on top of Pennridge, 6-0, and it's last chance time for the Rams. We'll be right back on the WBCB Sports Network.
From Philadelphia to the Lehigh Valley and everywhere in between. For 150 years, Penn Community Bank has been a part of your neighborhood. Helping businesses start, supporting families as they grow, and staying connected to the people and places that make this region special. It's who we are and where we're from. Penn Community Bank. Here we are, and here we grow.
Taking over for starter Keller Bradley is Derek DiLorenzo. Bradley today throwing 75 pitches, 33 of them strikes, 24 balls, and he had 8 strikeouts, didn't walk a batter. Great day for the freshman, and he's got the Falcons poised for victory, but Derek DiLorenzo is going to try to close it out. He'll be facing Giannetti, Keating, and Santora as we go to the top of the 7th. Stay with us after the game as we'll have our DiLorenzo's player of the game passing along a gift card to DiLorenzo's Pizza, the Berg Pizza. And I think we still are thinking we're going to be talking to Ryan Zuckerman. Had a double, a big 2-run homer to help power the Pennsbury Falcons. But still some work in front of this team as Pennridge Rams will try to continue to fight. And that's what we talked about earlier today, that although it's a team that has struggled this year, still looking for their first win, no shortage of fight, competitiveness, and want to when it comes to this Rams baseball team. And Giannetti will try to spark him up here in the top of the 7th, but takes a first pitch strike from DiLorenzo.
Sure, Pennridge is happy to see Bradley out of this game.
The 0-1 inside. And I think it's a different spelling. So we have DiLorenzo's Pizza. That's D-E Lorenzo. Derek DiLorenzo is D-I Lorenzo, the 1-1. But I think, everybody likes DiLorenzo's Pizza. So
I like DiLorenzo's Pizza.
whether it's a D-E or a D-I.
You're still eating the pizza.
1-2. Grounded to first.
That's a
Lebrecht
fair ball.
takes it to the bag unassisted, and Giannetti is retired. 1 away.
Duh, pizza.
And up to bat now, Noah Keating.
So what is Zuckerman's line right now?
Hold
2
on a
for
second.
4, double home run.
I think we got
2 RBIs, I think.
a pinch hitter. This is Aiden 4 batting for Keating.
So 4 is number 4.
Yep. And takes low from DiLorenzo. Yeah, Zuckerman 2 for 4, a double, a home run.
That's $20 gift card worthy right there.
I'd say so. The 2-0 inside. The other candidate, I think, was pitcher Keller Bradley. But always nice to recognize the seniors, I think. And Keller Bradley as a freshman.
He's going to have plenty more chances to be named DiLorenzo's the Berg player of the game. He's going to have many more chances to rack up those gift cards for free pizzas.
Aiden Ford takes ball 4 and heads down to first base.
It's all right. They ended the last inning in a double play. They're just going to do it here to end the game.
The first walk given up by Pennsbury pitching today. And DiLorenzo fires that one in there for a strike to Santora. Santora 1 for 2, a single, and a ground out to short. Takes well outside, good stop by Baraski. But the Rams need runners if they're going to try to make this one interesting in the 7th inning and take up high.
Yeah, right now, the Rams' mentality just has to be pass the baton and just try to get the train rolling.
DiLorenzo, his 2-1 is a shot out to left through the infield and to Freeman out there. And so 4 moves up a bag. He's at second. Santora, pretty good day at the plate for the Rams catcher. He's 2 for 3.
Yeah, and it looks like he's going to be pinch run for now. Olsen heading out to first.
And up the bat for the Rams comes Joey Gregoire.
Well, Santora did his job, passes the baton, and keeps the line moving. And now Gregoire just got to continue to have the same approach.
Gregoire with Burdick on deck. As DiLorenzo winds and fires a strike. And just a tough year for Pennridge so far. 0-10. Last year they went 8-12. So I mean, kind of middle of the road last year, but at a certain point that goose egg just has a certain weight to it. You know, everybody feels that need to get the first W to.
Yeah, I'm sure that getting that first W would be a great monkey off of their back, but they've got a ways to go here. Just got to continue to put together good at-bats.
Yeah, and today, just coming up against a really good Pennsbury team. And a Pennsbury team that's getting good pitching all the way up and down their rotation, including their freshman Keller Bradley today. Now DiLorenzo's 1-2.
Was that behind
him? So 2 balls, 2 strikes to Gregoire.
Sure, that's got to be a little unnerving for Gregoire. You get one thrown behind you, and now you don't know what's coming.
DiLorenzo got the first out of the inning on an unassisted grounder to first. Now the 2-2. Ground ball. Tiroli charges, gloves, his throw in time. A nice play by Joe Tiroli at third base. And they get Joey Gregoire for the second out. Both runners move up, so you got 4 at third base. Olson now at second, and with 2 down, it's Hunter Burdick stepping up to bat.
Beautiful play there by Tiroli, coming in onto the grass, knowing his runner, knowing he had time to calmly make that play, didn't rush anything, and
that was big time.
Was able to get the out, yeah. Pennsbury 1 away from a shutout now.
And that one's down in the dirt. Joe Tiroli has a pretty good case to be made for player of the game as well. Tiroli with a double, a couple of walks, a couple of runs scored, and comes up with a big defensive play right there. But
yeah, he's had a couple good defensive plays today.
We'll probably stick with our DiLorenzo's dinger.
DiLorenzo's dinger
deliverer
of the day, man.
Yeah, you hit the DiLorenzo's dinger, you should be the front runner for DiLorenzo's the Berg player of the game.
Popped out a play by Burdick.
He did deliver the goods.
1-1 count to the Pennridge senior. And here it's senior versus senior. As the righty is set.
Got a big lead.
For the 1-1, the throw back to the runner, or throw back and check the runner at second. So again, we await the 1-1. DiLorenzo delivers just a little bit off the plate.
I think that might have been a strike earlier in this game. Good take by Burdick, though, nonetheless.
Yeah, very close, but a 2-1 count. Burdick trying to battle, trying to get on base any way possible. Big hack there. Whiffs at it, and the count evens. 2 balls, 2 strikes with 2 down in the top of the 7th. Rams down to their final out, final strike. The 2-2. Called third strike, and Burdick is caught looking. That is strikeout number 7 for Pennsbury pitching, the first of the day for Derek DiLorenzo, who came in relief of starter Keller Bradley, and that gives the Falcons a 6-0 win over the Pennridge Rams, improving their record now to 8-2 overall, and they pick up another big SOL victory here today. It's Alumni Day, and so hopefully all of the Pennsbury baseball alumni enjoying today's game. Celebrating 75 years of Pennsbury baseball, and the Falcons go the distance. Their starter didn't go the distance today, Jordan, but he did a great job. Keller Bradley, super impressive.
Yeah, Bradley did not go the distance, but he very well could have. He was great. He did a great job of getting those hitters off of his fastball, which was kind of something that looked like they were sitting on early, but he did a great job of using that breaking ball to his advantage. He was able to throw it for strikes in the zone, was able to get swings and misses out of the zone. Just an all-around great outing by Bradley, and I believe for right now, this win puts the Falcons in first place in the SOL Patriot Division. We're going to have to keep an eye on some of the scores as they come in later today and over this weekend. But for now, Pennsbury's 5-2 record in SOL play, I believe, is good for first place.
Well, a big win today for the Pennsbury Falcons. Today's game on WBCB brought to you by McCaffrey's Food Markets. This has been the McCaffrey's Game of the Day. McCaffrey's exceptional every day. Thanks also to St. Mary Medical Center, to the Trenton Thunder, and to BCWSA, bringing you portions of today's game, along with BAI Security Systems and DiLorenzo's Pizza, the Berg Pizza on New Falls Road, thanks to Jammer Doors and the Pennsbury Parents Baseball Club. Well, the Falcons, 6 runs on 11 hits, and they hold the Rams scoreless. Rams do connect. They get 6 hits, and they committed 1 error in today's game. So 6-0 win for Pennsbury. We're going to step aside briefly, and we'll be right back in a moment with our DiLorenzo's Player of the Game. We're hoping to talk with Ryan Zuckerman, who hit a 2-run homer to help the Falcons to this 6-0 victory.
During the Toyota Ready, Set, Go sales event, just imagine yourself in a new Toyota. Whatever you need, from an electric vehicle to a rugged, versatile truck, we have new Toyotas on the ground for immediate delivery. Or choose from over 100 certified used options, which undergo a rigorous inspection and include an amazing warranty. Plus service centers that can save you time and money and keep you on the road. So let's go to Team Toyota this spring. Just visit teamtoyota.net to find a location near you.
1490 WBCB Levittown and Trenton, and video stream live at WBCBsports.com. Your home for the best local sports in Bucks and Mercer counties.
From Philadelphia to the Lehigh Valley and everywhere in between. For 150 years, Penn Community Bank has been a part of your neighborhood. Helping businesses start, supporting families as they grow, and staying connected to the people and places that make this region special. It's who we are and where we're from. Penn Community Bank. Here we are, and here we grow.
Falcons win at 6-0. Ben Goldstein is with our Player of the Game.
I'm here with the DiLorenzo's, the Berg Player of the Game, Ryan Zuckerman. A double today and a 2-run home run. Here is your gift card to the Berg. You're facing a team that's winless. What's the mindset going in?
After a rough loss on Wednesday to a good team, I think we all just knew we had to come out and we had to make a statement. Like in this game, it was a huge momentum game for us. You know, we have a lot of games in a short period of time, and taking care of business today that's just a part of it.
Can you take me through the vibe of the team after getting a big win today, after coming off of that loss against North Penn?
I think we all know what we're capable of. We've had a few big games, and I think it showed, and there's been little glimpses of it in some games, but overall I think it's all coming together. You hit our DiLorenzo's dinger of the day. Can you take me through that at-bat and the home run? First at-bat, I swung first pitch. I had a curveball, so I knew I was going to get something else, and I was ahead in the county, threw a fastball, and I took advantage of it. You had freshman Keller Bradley on the mound today. He threw 5 scoreless innings. Can you just describe how special it is to have such a good freshman on the mound today? Yeah, I mean, as a freshman, getting innings on a team like this, it's incredible, and he's doing well. He's handling it well, and it's only gonna get better from here from him. Does he get any bantering on the team as the youngest guy? There's a little bit of freshman stuff, but he embraces it. He knows it's all love from us. This has been the DiLorenzo's Player of the Game, Ryan Zuckerman. Thank you again. Thank you.
All right, thanks, Ben, and thanks to Ryan. Great job. Our DiLorenzo's Player of the Game. Big win for Pennsbury, and as Zuck was just saying, Jordan, kind of a a statement win and a bit of momentum now to ride as they go into a very busy part of their schedule. And we're going to be busy too with a bunch of Pennsbury baseball coming your way next week on WBCB. That's going to be fun for us. Yeah, Falcons. Whoop, sorry, go ahead.
There we go. All right, Falcons get the big win today. You heard Ryan Zuckerman mention that coming off of the tough loss to North Penn in their last outing, they did not want to overlook this team despite their 0-10 record. They did not want to treat this like this was just going to be an easy walk-through win, and it showed. They came out, scored early, scored often, got a real nice shutdown performance by Keller Bradley, and now entering what's going to be a busy and tough stretch coming down the home stretch of the regular season. Falcons got to get these wins against teams that, quite frankly, they're supposed to beat if they're going to want to position themselves well in the district playoffs.
Well, at this point in the season, well positioned, but a lot of big games in front of the Falcons to come, and we're looking forward to them on WBCB. Thanks to Gus Barber, our video engineer, helping with the breakdown, the call of the game, Ben Goldstein with our post-game interview and helping us with stats and commercial reads, and Jordan Hirsch behind the camera today with color analysis and also with some of our live reads. Great job, guys. Thank you so much. And thanks to everyone for being with us for Pennsbury Baseball on the WBCB Sports Network. One final time, our score from Vic Napolitano Field. It was the Pennsbury Falcons 6 and the Pennridge Rams nothing. Thanks for listening and watching high school baseball on the WBCB Sports Network.